Spots for whatever you wanted, and so I added my cards.
What is going on, everyone? This is Ryan with Brothers Dimm, bringing you another Star Wars Destiny game here. On the left, we have Brothers Dimm member and Loth-Wolf pack member, Mr. Bob. He's running Raylo. On the right, we have Chris. He is running his little variation of Plo Ewoks. It is Plo, Koon, Chief Chirpa, Hoth Trooper, Ewok Warrior. It does a lot of shenanigans with Plo's ability to copy his non-unique character's abilities. So it's a lot of indirect, it's a lot of direct. There's a lot of tricks in there without really actually having to roll the dice. So they're gonna roll up. They just mulligan. Here we go. Bob rolls a 3, it looks like, or
they just say we don't want
4. He's playing on the Bendu's Lair, so he won, obviously.
I don't want to give you an extra dice.
We're giving shields. I like this play with. I know you want shields against. So he's going to go with Fee. So that's pretty smart. You want shields with Raylo, but you also want shields with these guys, just to make sure that you're mitigating some of the indirect damage that they do. So Chris is going to start us off here. He's got a rigged detonation in his hand, which is dead now because Bob doesn't have the battlefield. I didn't see what else he's got. So here he comes rolling in. He's got 1 direct damage and 2 indirect damage because it's copying the direct from Hoth and then the 2 indirect from each Ewok warrior, or 1 indirect from each Ewok warrior. So he elects to do 1 to Ray.
Oh, 2 indirect.
So Bob's going to pay 2 resources for crossguard.
1 damage to.
Very good play.
Let's do the Hoth Trooper.
Hoth Trooper?
Yeah.
So Bob's electing to go the Hoth Trooper first. There you go, switching targets. I think that's the better call. It's easier to kill, and you want to get those guys out of the way first. So here comes Kylo. Kylo's going to roll in with a 2 melee and 2 resources. It's a pretty strong roll. I mean, he's got the Ray power action to move that other Kylo die to a special if he needed. So let's see. Chris has there's a hidden motive. I don't know if I could have waited, but he got lucky with it. Nice job. Hit the 33%er. So that's pretty big. Taking any time he can curve Bob's damage that he's putting out right now, it's going to make his Ewoks survive an extra turn.
I'm going to power action.
So Bob's going to elect power action now for the 2.
No, well, yeah, it's 2 damage.
So I see a rigged. I see
Kinsman, get $1.
What's that do?
You gain $1. Spot 3 characters that share a subtype to gain 1 resource or 2 resources.
So he plays kinship. He's getting an extra resource.
So 2 characters.
Got it. Let's do 2 to the Ewok.
1 indirect.
Ewok is coming in. Bob's going to put the indirect on Ray.
$1.
So if Bob plays this slowly, he should be able to easily kill an Ewok here. So here's a Yoda's. So Ray's pretty loaded up. So he's got some good upgrades out right now, and that's what you need, damage dice. So Chirpa's really got an unthreatening die. The only side you have to worry about is the special. You don't really care about the resource or anything like that. Special represents 3 indirects now that both of the Ewoks are alive. Here comes Ray. Ray's going to show up with a blank, and if this is an easy pickings, it's a blowout, which it's not. He plays strength in numbers. He's playing too fast. He's not really putting the card on the table, so Bob needs to have a word with him. That is 5 indirect damage, though, because he has 5 exhausted characters. So that's a pretty big deal. Ray's almost halved. Kylo's at 4. So no joke coming in with 9 damage turn 1 from this Plowalk deck. The thing about this is if you're playing it, once you start killing off the little guys, the damage really starts to teeter off. So you can get overwhelmed right away, like Bob's probably feeling right now. So he's going to flip to the special. It's a pretty big play. It's 3 more indirect. So you can feel overwhelmed because Bob's now staring at 12 damage turn 1, which is pretty extreme.
I'm going to pacify one of her.
But that's a good call by Bob. Oh, he's pacifying. That's an illegal play. We need to call a judge on that. He cannot pacify.
Pay 1 for polarity.
Cannot pacify the Yoda
Spot a
die.
hero, give a
So
shield. Spot a villain.
judge call. So he's going to polarity kill one of the Ewoks, which is good. That is a legal play.
Will be the
But like I
power
was saying, once you start killing off these little guys, then the damage really, really teeters
action,
off.
deal 1 damage to
So
the Hoth Trooper.
I think that's what you got to really focus on is try not to get overwhelmed, play the smart play, taking shield and stuff, and curving their ability to put out damage. And over time, you're going to just burst them down. I probably would have gone after the Ewok again. So Chris plays Inflict Pain, which is deal 2 damage to one character to deal 2 indirect. Bob's going to claim, which is dangerous because we know Chris has a rig detonation in his hand. So Bob needs to make sure that he spends his resources if he knows how to play around it. Pretty strong first opening turn here from the Ewoks. I'm going to say that. It's not an ideal spot for Chris or for Bob to be in. He's got some steadfast. He can heal that way, but really his biggest ability or his biggest defense here is going to be making sure he's taking shields. I think he has to focus on taking shields. So comes out with another crossguard. That's a strong play because now we know rig detonation is kind of dead because he has 0 resources. So whether or not he knew how to play around that, Chris is changing his targets. So he's going for Rey, which is smart. So he's got a rigged. Looks like an Ewok ambush. No, maybe not. It could be a glider attack. I think that's what it is. I can't see his other 3 cards. So he's going to roll special, resource, and a blank. So that's a really good roll. I see a truce and a hidden motive.
On which one?
Just going to call hidden motive melee. Bob rolls a special here. He's in the money. Oh my god, he's so good. Bob, look, is so good. 1 out of 6 on the hidden motive. I would resolve. Oh, he's getting late. Come on, Bob. Play around easy pickings. God, Bob. Play around easy pickings. Can't do that against this deck. Diplomatic protection. Okay, so no easy pickings. So Bob got kind of lucky here. So he can kill the Hoth Trooper with a special resolution. But then he gives everybody else shields. Again, with Kylo, that's not terrible. Giving the opponent shield is not horrible. I'm wondering, though, he does have enough damage to kill an Ewok here with 4 total showing. So I wonder if he goes that route. That's not a bad play either. Because, yeah, he can take 2 actions to do 3. So Chris would then only get to do the Ewok ability once.
So 3.
So he is going to kill the Hoth Trooper. So this is an interesting play by Bob. He probably just wanted to get that direct damage out because now Bob gets to control where the damage is going. Which, if he's taking shields like he ideally does with this deck, I think that's a pretty good play. Plus he's got a Kylo special coming in here. And Chirpa and Plo's dice are pretty lackluster.
Power action.
So he's going to move the Kylo to the special, which is good. So he's going to be able to knock off 2 shields and then reroll it in. I'd imagine we were going to have a reroll in Bob's future as well because there's too many dice that aren't doing damage. And although he's in pretty good shape here,
Roll back in.
and he rolls a blank, so he's definitely going to reroll. Chirpa coming in with a blank. That's pretty much expected value of that die. He's got a reroll, so he's going to pitch a Loth-Wolf bond to reroll everything. Good play. So he's going to come in, and I see a lot of damage and a special, so this is a perfect roll for Bob. He's got a damage on Rey, a special on Rey, a 2 melee, and a 1 melee, so he's got enough to kill the Ewok right now. Plus he's got Rey's ability. Probably taking the shields first. No? Okay, so he's going to kill the Ewok,
And
he's going to continue resolving melee onto
then
Plo, I would imagine. Yeah, because he's already damaged.
his thing is deal 2 indirect. Alright, Plo.
I agree with that, targeting Plo now. So now Plo is completely useless. Chirpa can only do, represents 2 indirect. So that is swallowed up by Rey's power action. Or Rey's special, I'm sorry.
That's 2.
2 indirect.
I'll take the shields.
This is really the first time that he took the shields.
2 indirect.
Okay, those pants. I don't know about that.
I hope she kills those inflatable guys. She is healed. She's been healed.
Strong play by Bob there.
I'll take $1.
He's going to take the resource.
Truce.
Go full heal.
Truce into a rigged. 2 indirect is pretty good if he does that.
No.
I think he might as well, right?
Also got that droid automated attack.
Rig detonation for 2 indirect.
What does
Yeah,
it do?
it's a good call.
much
So
take?
2 more indirect. So that's leaving Bob at, what is that? 3. So 7 effective health left. So now he's got 6 effective health left. He's healing 1. I'm sorry, 8.
I will pass.
So I think Bob's in commanding position now, obviously, now that Chris's tricks are mostly gone. A lot of what he does has been taken off the board. He does have inflict pain, but with 8 remaining health plus the potential of shield generation, I think he's pretty good.
2 dice.
Hell yeah, laser tripwire. That's what I like to see.
If I roll
Rolling out, if 2 of your damage, if 2 of your character dice or 2 of your dice show damage, you can trip the laser, and I think it's 3 indirect.
Discard the support.
Pretty nasty.
Okay.
So your upgrade dice or your character dice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's roll out if 2 of your character or 2 of your dice, not character dice. So character upgrade dice are showing damage. I see a Neiman in Bob's hand. That's huge because it's an autofocus. He's got the resources for it. He doesn't have to put any upgrade on the table right now. If he wants to, he can, like a treasured, and then get a card and then overwrite later. That's a good play too. But I think rolling in could be a good play too. So he's going to try for the shield generation with Ray. I'd like this call. Bob, making me look stupid. Let's see what he decides. It's a lot of thinking. I don't know if you guys smelled smoke. It's Bob thinking. All right, here's the roll in. We've got shield. Ooh, pretty much a Yahtzee on
I
Ray.
have that problem of not using Watto.
Does he have the pickings?
I like it.
Man, no pickings.
Ammo reserves.
Ammo reserve, so it's the Walmart backup muscle.
Once per turn, right?
It's an indirect, but it still is damage per turn, so it's just getting pretty scary here. Take the shields, Bob. Take the shields.
So we're gonna do.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a shield.
We're gonna do special. Sure. So we're gonna do her special first. Actually, no.
Yeah, don't be a goof, Bob. See what he decides. The special here isn't bad. Like if he takes it first, it's not bad.
I'm gonna pay.
I would still want to get Kylo's power action off. So conflicted, that's a really good play here. He's happy with either one. That's insane. So that's 2 damage. Plus he rolled into the 2. That's a fantastic play. Bob, if you're listening, nice job. I like that decision point because now he's really backed into a corner.
I just tip my hand.
So now he can take the 2, do 2. He's in good shape. I kind of would put the shields on. Put the shields on Kylo, though, so you can get that ping.
Oh, no, you got no way.
Powered ping. Shield out of Plo, that's definitely relevant.
Okay, we're
It's
gonna
playable.
do specials. Okay. So special here. So 2 shields.
Give her 2 shields, and he's going to elect to take the damage.
Move 1 to do 2.
If he's got another steadfast, then that's a dead Plo, even with the shield. Jam it down, Bob. Jam it down. Steadfast would have been cool here. I see. Is that a polarity? If it's a polarity, he's dead. I see the treasure. I see the Neimon. I see the raise.
Pay 2 for Neimon.
He did not have to play that there. He could have rolled in first, I think. But it is what it is. It's me being
1.
picky.
3.
I mean, yeah, put Ray 1 away from death. She's already kind of done her value this turn, and Kylo's coming in. Nah, always got the Neimon special.
That only activates if I roll it, right? If I flip to it.
Yeah.
Bob out here dodging tripwires and rolling specials and stuff. It's like the worst roll for Chris. He gets to do all his stuff, and he didn't hit the tripwire.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. Sure.
Inflict Pain would have been dead. If he hit the tripwire and then Inflict Pain, he's dead. So we've got a bunch of damage coming out.
3 instead of the characters. One
So that needs to go to Chirpa. The Kylo die needs to go to
It's turn
Plo.
character
And upgrade that. Okay, so then
So we'll resolve special. So we'll
Kylo
do
goes to Plo.
this one. So we'll do.
No.
kill him.
Yeah. Actually, time out.
So
Back.
yeah, he's caught it.
We'll do
He's a
this.
smart kid. There you go. So now he's not wasting damage. So that's 2, and he gets the reroll. And then the other one is still 3. He rolls into damage. It's good. And now this is
2
3
damage
at
or 3
Chirpa.
if they have 1 or more shields, so it's 3.
And this is a GG moment right here.
Pass.
Power action of that special boy. This was tough. Chris played really well. Chris didn't have his mitigation right away. He didn't have his mitigation. He didn't have... Like, he was missing some easy pickings. He did get to play a lot of his tricks turn 1, and Bob really didn't generate a ton of shields. I mean, that's usually what I try to do when I'm playing this matchup with Raylo, is try to generate shields and kind of mitigate what he's trying to do. Bob played it a little bit more fast than I would have, or than I usually do, which, it worked out. But I don't think this was poorly played by Chris. Chris played a really good game, too. He just didn't draw the timely mitigation that he could have. Bob got pretty fortunate dodging the tripwire. Of course, we know that Shimon didn't have Inflict Pain again for the win, so he couldn't have won. But I don't see any way that he wins this game here. A glider attack doesn't do it. A glider attack into ammo reserves doesn't do it. He can jam this damage in here and then polarity for the kill next turn. Oh, he's going greedy. Attaboy. I imagine he's going to reroll again. Can't be happy with that. But yeah, if he jams 2 damage and then he polarities for the win next round. I know he already used 1, but he can pitch his entire hand and get it. There's 2. If he hits a special or the 2 melee, he wins. Already used that Ray Power action. Going for the win. And Hail Mary! Oh, we got there. Nice job. So good game, Bob.
I was worried about that.
Got a little greedy, but hey, man, it worked out. That's
I was
sweet.
like, I don't think I can.
So well played by Chris. Well played by Bob. Nice job. There's the pickings. He's like going through. Yep, and there they are. Pickings is so good against Raylo. It's just such a good matchup, and the fact that he didn't draw either one is really unfortunate. Just terrible luck. But thank you guys for watching. Check out some of our other videos and our podcasts up on our channel. It'd be awesome. And as always, Loth-Wolf Pack out.
This is from last time too.
Last week and this week's? Yeah, moving rocks.
Thanks.
Just move all your shields.